So how about we do another video today? Because I'm reading this comment on my last Call of Duty video and it states, I'm black myself, but it seems like all the so-called black YouTube gaming commentators have this superiority complex and are so judgmental. One, I'm not a YouTube commentator. I'm not a YouTube gaming commentator. I don't upload a bunch of commentaries. I really don't upload a lot of gameplay footage. I'm a guy with a camera and a computer. I upload opinions and I upload videos. And to the guy telling me I'm just making videos for views. But this whole black thing, this whole black community thing, it's getting tired. And I thought I would address the Real Hard 8 Times latest video, The Black Community is a Joke Part 2. And if you're going to get mad and you're going to get angry at what I have to say, then exit the video right now. Go. Be gone. Because I'm going to 110% agree with the Real Hard 8 Times. The black community is a joke, as well as the white community, as well as the Hispanic community, as well as the Asian community, as well as the Nigerian community, as well as humanity in general. And it's not really a bad thing that it's a joke, but I see people using this whole thing, this black on black thing, as an excuse for their failures and their shortcomings. And to be honest, it's pretty embarrassing. It is. So what if you have a bunch of people that hate on you, that don't want to see you doing well, that want to pull you down? You think that's only exclusive to black people? I grew up in the burbs, people. White people do the same thing. Cars, houses, wives, girls, property, status quo, schools, kids, colleges. It may be more significant things to bicker about and not such trivial crap that black people bicker and complain about, but nonetheless it is all the same thing. This world is run by a process of natural selection. Winners win and losers lose. Now I appreciate the Real Hard 8 Times saying he looks into this thing and he likes to read up on things and he likes to educate himself, because the only thing better than living in it, like this guy you're watching right here, is also experiencing it and reading about it. So we have books like Freakonomics, we have books like The Covenant, and we have books like The Covenant in Action, because if you've seen that video tour of my place, you've seen that I have tons of books and tons of books that I read and dabble in, because that's what I do. Now we can look at the back of this book and say, did you know that nearly 20% of African Americans do not have health insurance? 1.4 million African American men, or 13%, have currently or permanently lost their right to vote as a result out of a felony conviction. More than 8 million African Americans live in poverty. See, the problem I see is this with black people, and it's not part of the community, it's black people down to an individual basis. Now, people can look at me and they like to call me Uncle Tom and say, oh, you're not black, you want to pretend to be white? No. I just choose to take the best aspects of black people and leave the worst aspects of black people behind. My biggest issue with some black people, and I say some because for the most part, I only entertain and interest myself into good quality people in my real life. So I'm only going to be commenting on the negative things because personally, I'm not hanging out with clowns. I'm not putting myself around clowns. I deal with clowns at work because I have to, but that's about it. But all in all, outside of that, I just see an overwhelming amount of sensitivity in black people, period. They take everything so harshly and so wrongly, and they just can't let things go. And they just can't, be calm and be cool about things. Just can't do it. Can't do it. They always have to flip out and be aggressive and be aggressors into topics and subjects that bother them. And really, I don't know why that is. But the excuses of that you're not successful because, oh, this guy's white, or oh, this guy does this and you do that, is bullcrap. There's only one person responsible for your success in life, and that is you. Now, sure, parents and their status and their wealth and people you know and other things can help you and can benefit you. But ultimately, it is you, yourself, who is responsible for how far or how short you end up where you're going in your path of life. So no amount of haters, no amount of detractors, or no amount of anything can hold you back. I'm tired of the excuse from black people. Because in reality, his video should have been titled, "The Black Community is a Joke." It should be titled, "The You-Know-What Community is a Joke." Because there's a difference between a black person and you know what I'm talking about. Two entirely different things. I don't really want to go into this, but I am anyway. I, myself, am very, infinitely more appealing to white women than black women. White girls love me. They freaking love me. Because in my eyes, I see every white girl at least one time wants to try a black guy. But they don't want to be out there with some hood, some scrub, some thug. They want to be out there with somebody that can speak properly, that can talk properly, that they feel safe around, that is smart, that is educated. I'm not trying to go out with some hood. But then most of the black girls I'm around, they say, "Oh, you're corny, you're tired, you're not fun, you're too straight arrow, you're too straight edge." Well, sorry ladies, that I'm not a thug, I'm not a gangster, I don't have 4 baby mamas. But it is what it is. And your actions in life directly impact what you do. No offense, but you can't exactly blame everybody or anybody for serving jail time and serving prison time. That was you. That wasn't any other black person's fault. It wasn't the white man's fault. It wasn't anybody else's fault. That's all I gotta say, really. That's all I have to say. I'm tired of the excuses. It is time for people to stop looking at their communities, to stop looking at their ethnicities, to stop looking at everybody else around them as the reason to why they aren't where they want to be, rather than hold themselves accountable and say, "I can do better. I can try harder. I can go farther."